Let's light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. Light this blunt, da 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 da. Smoke this skunk, da 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 da. Light it up, let's light it up, da 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 da. I was waiting on Razapalooza to happen to talk about AJ Lee's return because I wanted to see how she was going to do in the ring, and she did not disappoint. She moved the same way as I remember. AJ Lee has never been the greatest in the ring, but she stood out, you know what I mean? So she did her thing in that tag team match, and some of the promos that led up to it was pretty decent. She still can talk, still pretty good talker, and so, I mean, I didn't mind it. A lot of people was looking at this, more nostalgia, more nostalgia. She's a cool nostalgia. A lot of people, like myself, did not want her to leave so quick as she did. She left before she really, hit her peak. She hit her peak, but she didn't hit her peak because she didn't really have nobody that was, good as her on her level as much. We had Nikki Bella. Naomi wasn't Naomi yet. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even have Becky and Charlotte. They was just coming around when AJ Lee just left. And Paige was better than AJ Lee. Let's just keep it real. But that was it. Then don't forget Caitlyn. But she didn't get to last long. If you remember Caitlyn, big buff bitch. That was AJ Lee's first rivalry matches and all that. And but AJ Lee didn't really have nobody to compete with but Paige. But nostalgia is a kind of a gift and curse, because you got some people talking about, oh man, she's damn near 40, still dressing up like she used to. That's the gift and the curse about nostalgia. So if she would have came back looking totally different, you would have complained about that, right or wrong. That's where nostalgia has a place. That's what nostalgia even is. It's a place in your heart that you remember of this. So let's just say Cena comes back 5 years from now. Would you want Cena to come out of nowhere, dressed up like Kurt Angle or something? No. Or dressed up like his old self when he first got there, ruthless aggression, John Cena? No, you would want him to be hustle, loyalty, respect John Cena. If he came back 5 years from now doing one more match, you would want nostalgia Cena, right or wrong. All right. In case he did what The Rock did, if The Rock come back now, you wouldn't mind him as the final boss because he made that so dope, right? That's the only way where you do something different. Before you left another mark. You left, you scratched another inch in history where you're like, oh, okay, you could come back as the Brahma Bull Rock, he'd come back as Hollywood Rock, or he'd come back as Final Boss Rock. If AJ Lee left as a different character that stuck out, she could have came back as that. But if you want nostalgia, she's got to come back as AJ Lee that you remember. And hell, the girl still looks the same. She's a little older, but she looks the same. The girl's still small as shit. I mean, she looks the exact same way in a lot of ways. She don't look like she really aged. Probably that adrenochrome. Anyway, that's another story. But I'm just saying, AJ Lee coming back was not that bad to me. I thought the match was pretty solid at Razapalooza. Her promos was pretty solid. So, I mean, I like to see what's coming next for AJ Lee. Obviously, we're going to get AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. We're going to obviously most likely get AJ Lee versus, Rhea Ripley, probably Bianca Belair. She got a lot of shit she can do. And I'm really anxious to see what those promos going to be like, Because, let's keep it real. AJ Lee ain't on half of these girls' level, including Becky Lynch. It's not even close to me. She did her thing for what she did. She was the first, anti-diva. So it was dope, but she not on no Becky Lynch level. I mean, we gonna lie about that? She not on the 4 horsewomen level. She did her thing, though. She did her thing, but she's not one of them. No, real shit. But she got a chance to redeem herself and to catch up. I think AJ Lee is doing the catching up. If anybody think opposite, no. Becky Lynch is a living legend. Becky Lynch is light years ahead of AJ Lee. Me personally. Even in stats, she's light years ahead of her. Anywho, besides the point, AJ Lee returned. thus far has been good. It's been good. Put her with CM Punk, her real life husband. So I thought it was great. And what's to come seemed like it's going to be pretty good. So, I mean, ain't much to say. It's still going on. AJ Lee's back. So I don't mind her nostalgia because she's a cool nostalgia. She's not somebody that's. She's not like Charlotte Flair coming back. I can understand if Charlotte Flair came back years later and she already accomplished everything under the sun. I can understand that type of complaint. Like, damn, when Brock Lesnar came back, he's nostalgia. Although he was only gone 2 years, but still, that's he's Brock Lesnar though. So I can understand if people are like, oh, he's Brock, he's back, da da da. AJ Lee really didn't get to see the first women's Royal Rumble. She didn't get to see women's tag team championships, women's intercontinental. She didn't get to see none of this. You know what I'm saying? So she's catching up, really. Not where she left off. This is a whole new chapter. So I don't mind it. Hopefully AJ Lee, I understand she do the nostalgia. She could keep her song, but I think AJ Lee should just adapt as a character. And sometimes you don't really have to completely change everything. I just think she just need to adapt as a character a little bit more because this is a whole new age, totally different. Women are treated no different than the men, or probably better. So she got a lot of competition to keep up with. She's not the girl that is the best talker and probably the best in-ring or one of the best in-ring. She's got a lot of girls that's better than her in WWE. NXT included. She's got a lot of girls better than her. So AJ Lee's the one's doing all the catching up, to me. And I think this is interesting. This is a challenge for AJ Lee. So I don't mind AJ Lee coming back. What do y'all think of AJ Lee's return? I thought it was I think so far it's pretty good. Good job, Triple H. Like, share, subscribe, dislike all the good shit. We are out.